thoughts intrusive are just bees buzzing to stay alive, distracted and elusive. They collide within my mind, and I struggle to think with my thoughts in a bind, and I push to the brink of insanity. Lost in thought I wander, down a path to my inner world. The complexity leads me to ponder, and the depths of my emotions swirl. Though the bees can get overwhelming, the inspiration they mold in their buzzing I find compelling, a reminder of the power I hold. So I embrace the bees within my brain, even when they drive me insane. For in their chaos, I find a refrain of the beauty and complexity of my inner terrain. You will never understand that this is my norm, and I have chosen to embrace the swarm, the swarm, the swarm, the swarm, the swarm, the swarm. Preferred hate and defamation, and we have gone unheard. Act like our existence is something quite absurd. We shall go the distance, we will not go unheard. Hold us down in torture, you barely said a word. But now the time has come, we will not go unheard. Ask now for forgiveness, our wrath you have incurred. Stand aside and witness, we will not go unheard. Stand aside and witness, we will not go unheard.
Well, hello, hello, my crafty creatures. Oh my goodness, I see that they have taken the Christmas tree away. Notice that I said something yesterday, and they've taken it away. So I'm gonna move my I'm gonna move my cute little dragon down a smidge, a smidge. Oh my goodness. Okay, so today is a little earlier and a little shorter. For stream, I'm going in at noon today so that shit can get done. So I wanted to be able to devote a good portion of time for you just for the sake of normalcy for me, and progress. So I've been working on this a little bit. I got some good sleep last night. Not perfect, but good. And I am hoping to close out 823. I have a little section down here. I have a little I'm working on this row right here. I have a little bit down here, and I have this block left. And I think I'm logging off at 11. But I think I should be able to get 823 all done. I legitimately think there will be a page finish on this project before the end of January. Oh, also, if anyone's watching, let me see. Oh, I have my stream bot watching. I'll wait till more people. Wait. Oh my goodness. Skip one and three. Skip one and one. Oh, and Jules. And Jules. Well, sometimes the little I thing lies to me. I don't actually look to see what names are there. I just kind of look and see. It tells me, oh, you have viewers, and yeah. So tomorrow is Husband Creature's birthday. Shh. I just told like I sneezed on my magnifying glass yesterday and I never wiped it off. So I'm kind of gross. So it is fucking cold here in Maine today. And I was watching one of our national news show, the Today Show, and they were talking about the cold air sweeping the nation, and they only went as far as New York. They're like, so many states are reaching freezing temperatures, and the most northern state they read the temperature on was New York, because let's be real. Let's be real. Anywhere north of New York, it's not uncommon. In fact, it should be below freezing this time of year. But that does encourage me to make sure that our friends in states that are not used to cold, to make sure that they are okay. If you keep the air conditioner in your window year round, because it can get hot, I'm talking to you. Yeah, so I have an 11-hour day today. Yeah. But at least for my 3 to 11 shift, I I have 2 carts tonight. So that won't be too bad. Remainder of the week is a normal schedule. I will not be on tomorrow. I'll be crafting tomorrow. I just won't be crafting online, or on air, I should say. Um, my goals are to get the beaded ornament I started, get that finished, um, and to work on the meadow dragon a little bit more. Um, I miscounted, but not in a bad way. I just made its tail longer. Oh, incoming ads, Jules. Um, I made its tail longer, and since it's articulated, it's a bendy tail, and I'm not upset that I made it a little bit longer than it should have been. But I will be working on that tomorrow. Oh my goodness. So after getting 823 done, I will I only have one big color, as it were. But if I get 823 done before stream ends, I'm gonna put one of the little colors that I have, because I have a couple little colors that are good enough for they're good enough for a short bit of stream. I actually didn't have coffee today. I had iced tea. I had peach iced tea. 'Cause Snapple! Ugh. I did not have the spoons to make coffee, so I had tea. My favorite drink, and don't get me wrong, homemade or other brands are good, but Snapple peach iced tea, sweetened or unsweetened, both of them are equally as delicious. Pando got an upgrade this yesterday. Like I got the developer notes. He got an upgrade yesterday, which is hilarious. I've been trying to finish my big rows during my downtime at work, but work has just been bananas, so I haven't had a whole lot of downtime. Last night I had 3 carts, so I was busy the entire night. I had opportunity to breathe at about 9 p.m. And by that time, I was done. I was just done. Um, it was just a lot of paperwork last night. One resident is having a severe allergic reaction to something. What? We don't know because we're not clinicians. But there's an allergic reaction. Fortunately or not, it's just a rash reaction. It's not anaphylaxis. I'm not sure if it's my magnifying glass that's dirty or my glasses. But We're gonna try for both. Or my eyes. That could be fun. Oh. I am. Yesterday I got to admire my cleaning work. I didn't actually get to enjoy it. I got to admire it. And today I got to take appreciation for it because I was able to find something relatively quickly. What is going on here? So I know we say like the housekeepers know everything, but I also want to give some mad street cred to little old ladies. Now, mind you, we haven't really told, like, I told one of my coworkers um that husband creature and I would be working together. And when he was doing a walkthrough yesterday because he's hired, he's getting all his things and whatnot, and doing a walkthrough. And when I was given meds, uh, one of the ladies is like, "So I hear your husband is gonna start working here." I'm like, "Yep, that's true. He's gonna be doing overnights," and and behind the scenes, I'm going, "Wow, that traveled fast." I truly tomorrow want to make sure, and I don't think I don't have therapy. I don't think I don't think I have anything going on tomorrow. I have to go get my insulin. So there's that. But other than that, um, yeah, I don't think I have too much other than that. But I do have to do that. Beyond that, I'm going to get that ornament finished. I would very much like to get the ornament finished because Delica beads. Um. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah. We do pass down. And then count, and then I leave and go home. That's the way the shift is staggering. Um. The one of the overnights had interviewed for evenings, but at the time there was no availability. But things have changed. Things have changed. So we have evening availability now. So that particular overnight was offered that shift. And she said yes. And now now my shift is full again. So on a fairly regular basis, we'll have 2 carts apiece. Um, which while I don't mind having 3 carts, I would be I would be a liar liar pants on fire if I said I did not enjoy only having to be responsible for 2 carts. Um, because we don't have like daytime that's the goal is to get everybody to 2 carts. But daytime has a lot of other support that we don't have at in the evening shift and swing. Daytime has all the managers available if something goes down. um, they have all the kitchen staff if people are hungry. They have housekeeping. And on swing shift we don't have that. We have we have ourselves, and the cumulative knowledge of what we bring to the table. So, I I appreciate and enjoy having only two carts because it makes taking notes, doing incident reports, making sure the residents are all taken care of much easier. Um, and overnights, they don't have a lot of meds. Jules, Jules, if you want, you can come down. Let's see if that entire tote right there. Eh. Yes, there's some black that you can see, but this entire tote is filled with white. So come on down. And it's different types of white too. Like I have all kinds of white. So I have a lot of white for a reason. I've been making dye lots of different amounts of white yarn so I can make special limited edition things. Das Super Surprise is a limited. I don't I don't even know if I'll have a enough white to do the base level, but I should. But yeah, overnights. The hard part of overnights is staying awake. Um, the med pass is not bad at all. It is a small burst of energy from 5 to 6:30. Um, but yeah, it I was telling my boss, I'm like, I do have a person that if her diabetes hadn't eaten her soul, that I would suggest to give her to you for day shift. But unfortunately, um, nope, I'm way too far over. Okay. But yeah, unfortunately, my okay, so I would just look at it as a free insulator. If you get any measurable amount. Because right now, I don't know about Jules, but it's fucking cold. And we have no insulation, like we have no snow. I don't mind cold when it's snowy. I don't mind cold when I have snow banked up against the house. But cold on its own makes everything shrink. Guys, sorry, you're not the only ones where shrinkage occurs. So everything on the house shrinks when it gets cold, so cracks appear. Even if I've insulated, cracks appear. And it lets all the cold air in. It lets it in. So I would take snow over this bitter cold any day of the week. Nope, that's not what I want. that I wish I with the fullest full of my heart wish I could say that was just a you thing. But up here, every first couple of snowstorms, and when we don't get a lot of snow, it's just significantly worse. But every couple of snowstorms, every snowstorm, every first few, no, you have people driving with their flashers on, and I tell people you can drive in any weather as long as you drive for the road. I have studded snow tires, and if it is super snowy, if it is super snowy, I drive slow. I feel that, poet. I feel that because I was awakened. I was awakened at 7 a.m. because the dog that I call my door guardian, um, decided that it was time for me to be awake. But she also then lied to me and told me it was time for husband creature to be awake. Um, 3 minutes before his alarm went off, and I know I'm a bad I'm a bad rock creature. But I went in and I made sure everything was okay, and when I walked out of the room, I looked down. She was wagging her tail, so I know she was up to something. So she got me in trouble, and then I was like, I woke you up 3 minutes before your alarm because I walked in at 8:27, and he's like, "Yep," and I'm like, "I'm so sorry." Oh, I gotta show you my butterfly. I can't show you my butterfly and look at the camera, so I was inspecting some of my drawers. I found some stuff, and I'm pleased with what I found, but it took me so long to find it. I found my drawer of barrettes. You know, like when I pretty princess, I found my drawer of barrettes that I'd lost, so I found them. Okay, that section is done. My goodness. Okay. We have this is a whole column all on its own. And then we have this little section over here to close out 823, and I will be so pleased. Be so pleased. But I believe that we will have a page finish before the end of January, and that's like woo woo, and it also means I have to it also means I have to start getting the color list ready for the next, like the stream. Yeah, I have to get that ready for the next page. Oh. So, oh, sometimes that dragon is super cute. He went to sleep for you, poet. Teacher went to sleep for you. I didn't get to do any little tasks this morning, so I don't have any like motivational news for that this morning. I put shiny stuff on my nails. It's not nail polish. It's just the clear gloss because I'm tired of my nails breaking all the time. So I did something about it. It's just gloss. But it's kind of opalescent. I'm sure with like another coat or two it would be more opalescent, but I'm trying to do the things. I sleep in chunks. Now, when I do overnights, and honestly, if I didn't have daytime disorders, I would love to do more overnights, but my body hates me. But I'm the kind of person that I'll get home, I'll stay up for like say, for example, these past few months, I got home at 7. I stayed up till 8:30. I went and I laid down, and I slept till about 12:30, 1 o'clock. I would get up, I would eat because again, daytime diseases. I would wake up, eat, let the dogs out, putz around a little bit, and then go back to sleep until I putz around till like 5:30, 6 o'clock. And then I would go back to sleep from like 7 to 10. So that's how I always did my overnight sleeping. And Husband Creature does his overnight sleeping, and one of my coworkers is the same way with the overnights. Is is they get home, they stay up for the entire day, and then around 1:30 or 2 o'clock, that's when they go to sleep, and then they wake up just before they have to come to work. So, okay, small audience poll. Should I continue working on my remake over of my tie rose? I have 3 petals and the leaves left to do for that. Or should I bring the wing pattern for the meadow dragon and work on that model? Because I'm not gonna bring the body. That's just right now that the body is too much. Um, it's a new it's a new pattern. The wings I've done before, but I'm trying to keep my crochet works in progress down a little bit because I'm trying to keep them under control so I don't get too lost. But I do need to have, since it's January's presents, I do need to get this model done so I can send it out. I also need to get pictures for Dast for colors. Okay, so wings it is. Yes, this particular meadow dragon, from what I've got so far, he's going to be a light green. If he weren't downstairs, I'd go grab and show off. Maybe Thursday I'll show him off. And I'm gonna do dragonfly wings. He's gonna have uh, there are so many, like this particular pattern has so many options. So he's gonna be a dragonfly dragon. So I'm super excited. Like these patterns are just beautiful, and I'm trying to like do a spring feel. So it's gonna be a lot of pastels, light purples, light pinks. It's I'm excited. Um, yeah, that they just picked up. They just because I was being creepy. They picked up again. They started yesterday. I mean, yeah, you could easily. Oh, okay. Well, the U.S. wasn't working with them until yesterday. Huh. That actually, I'm so grateful for that phone call. 21st. So I get to have my eyes dilated. Always fun. So next Tuesday I will not be here. Not next Tuesday, the 21st. So I'll remind people of that on that Tuesday or the day before because I'm getting my eyes dilated and fun. Oh, that's so sweet. I know it really really like sucks for quality of sleep, but I do not have a baby craving bone in my body, rest assured. But I can appreciate the sweetness of them wanting to sing you to sleep and with their ABCs. So yesterday, while exploring TikTok, um, while exploring the final days of the tiki-talkie. So expect YouTube and Facebook posts from me. So on if you wanna add me as, because I don't generally use my YouTube account as Rock Creature Creations. On YouTube, my username is The Enchant. That's not where this streams to, but my personal account is The Enchant. Because all the other ones were taken. And so I have that. But there was this girl who, much like myself, now I don't hate kids. There seems to be like an awful myth going around my family that says I hate kids. I do not hate kids. I just have never had the urge to bear my own children. Have had American healthcare been a little bit more supportive and life be not so expensive, hands down with Husband Creature, I would have had a kid. But I can barely survive, so I'm not going to bring a life into this world. And the fact that I could die. Oh, that's so sweet. But I was watching this TikTok video with a girl, talking about when is that baby fever supposed to hit? Because I have personally I've never experienced it. I am now in my early 40s. I never had the urge to have a baby. I don't know if it's because if I want baby cuddles, I have enough clearance with areas and my friends and whatnot that if if I want baby, get it out of my system time, I have enough friends with kids. So I can get it out of my system anytime I want. And my friends would get time to themselves. So 2 people getting what they want. But I was watching her and I feel like it. Like women in society today just seem to be like, oh, you're not gonna have kids, you're gonna regret that later. And my best friend was actually told that, is that if you don't have kids, you'll regret it when you're older. Yeah. See, and then there's like there's the sweet snuggles with ABCs, and then the snoring, and then that should I agree with Bill Engvall. If you want to have something that'll get you out of bed fast, a pet vomiting or a baby vomiting. Did I step in it? Did any hit me? Yeah. Um, yeah. And yeah, I will openly, like, if I have a friend who's just overwhelmed, new parent for whatever reason, and I know that they're overwhelmed, the key thing is that I have to know about it. I will gladly um go over in my free time. I will move things around so that they can have some them time, because it's important. Um, I don't think enough American society, or even Eastern, well, I don't want to, Western, I don't know. I don't think society recognizes that enough, and specifically in America, it is moms need their mom time. Yes, they can love their babies, but they need to remember to love themselves. And I am that person that, hey, you want to go out on a date with your husband? Call me, work it out. You can't just drop it on me like, oh, hey, I want to go out in 45 minutes, because that's not going to work. I will gladly watch a friend's kid and help them out so they can go remember who they are. Yeah, yeah. Okay. uh, So today, um, uh, some of my spandex table covers are going to be here. My bright purple ones. I have light purple ones. I have lavender ones, but my dark purple ones are getting here today. Um, Another thing I need to do tomorrow, in addition to getting my insulin and whatnot, is I'm going to go get my third folding table and do, do. Oh my goodness. Oh, gotta show you guys. I don't have a place for them yet, but I have them because well they're cool and shiny things. Oh my goodness. Ugh. I have a purse. I have a purse that is sitting on. Okay. So for when I start using my 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 uh black light paints, I got some nice little portable LED black lights. And and they and they're black lights. And that's the rough thing is I've also noticed this, and I hate to make the overgeneralization, but people with neurospicy issues of all flavors seem to connect really well with children. Um, I'm incredibly protective of children. Uh, I'm actually incredibly protective. Period. Um, it's uh, it's like you tell me here, watch this. Um, yep, I'm gonna watch that. I pity the fool who tries to take the thing you told me to watch. Uh, but I click with kids. I enjoy short bursts of time. Um, I enjoy helping. I enjoy seeing how they see the world because I've been there. I've done that. Like, but they're seeing things for this is the first time things and or still kind of new, and it's just so nice. It's and being able to keep that wondrous feeling, even if it's not yours. And that's another reason is a few of my disorders are in fact genetic, and it's not even the neurospicy ones like the um the celiacs is actually a genetic disorder. Um, and I couldn't imagine. I wouldn't give it to my worst enemy, like, or the combination of potentially with the diabetes and the celiacs. And there is a place in the world for those people. Like everybody has a purpose. It might not be the great best purpose, but even people who, and I don't want to encourage the behavior, but even people who do evil things serve a purpose. Um mostly to show us what we shouldn't be doing. But at the same time, it gives us opportunity to grow and learn. I really wish we had learned. Like here in America, I wish we had learned. We didn't, so here we are. And it's not easy, and encouraging people who are not, that do not have the desire, peer pressure is not cool. It's kind of like with people who don't talk to their family. There shouldn't be judgment on that. You haven't lived that life. You haven't walked that path. Um, it's taking what people tell you at face value because you haven't experienced it, and then determining what they see and how they see it. And I try. I'm not perfect at living my life that way, but I don't have to interact and I don't have to comment if I don't believe something or if I don't agree with something. There are some areas where I absolutely will butt in, but there are a lot more areas where I'm like, no, this is not worth my spoons. And it's a big and it's a deep topic that affect a lot of people, like whether to have kids or not. Like life is not affordable. So I admire people who are able to have kids. Like, and I know it's just something that you find, the time and the energy and the finances, but at the same time, you know that it's a financial stress. It is there. These you are responsible for these lives, and at least I know my friend crew is like, we want to make our kids not necessarily, how to phrase this, like you want your kids to grow up better than you did, but at the same time you don't want them to be idiots. And you want them to be better and a good example for the future, um, while still balancing the responsibility that your parents gave to you so you learned how to be a people. Mine were pretty well balanced about that. There were a couple things where they slipped on, but my parents were fairly well balanced, especially with the loop-de-loops that my body threw at them. And that's the thing, is some people actively don't want to be their parents for the exact same good reasons. Um, and it's hard because when you grow up, sometimes you're like, I get why this particular thing was told and done. I don't agree with how they did it, but I agree with the message in which they were trying to convey. Yeah. What Dragon said is they need to, growing up, knowing what things are, but at the same time, not being traumatized about it. You can know something, and you don't have to know it biblically or trauma wise. And it's not about wanting to be labeled. I hear that a lot. Is, well, why are you going through all this? Why are you looking for these diagnoses? It's like, because I need to know how to deal with my mind and my body. I need to have the tools, and I can't just walk into Sears. God, I'm old. Okay, I can't just walk into Lowe's and have all of the tools all the time everywhere. I need to know what specific tools I need. And in order to get those specific tools, I need to know what's going on in my brain. Where are we in the construction phase? Do I need to swap out tools? Do I need to get new tools? And that's all that, for me at my age, that's all a diagnosis is doing for me. It is enabling me to know which tools I need to buy, which tools I need to toss out, and which tools I need to get really comfortable with using. I'm not doing it for attention. I'm not doing it for any sort of money. Diabetes gave me my disability. I am disabled for the sole reason, if nothing else on the face of this earth, is I am a type 1 diabetic. All I have to do to say I'm disabled is say I have diabetes. I don't have to go into any of the 5 or 6 other ones that I have. Diabetes is all people need to know. And I am disabled. But behind the scenes, I need to know more. Exactly. It is, well, let's be fair. I mean, I have a very, 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 very small 401k. Because only one job ever offered me one, and I'm keeping it. I'm keeping it as a 401k. But I've never had a job, like, up until 2022. I did not have a job that paid me over $40,000 a year. 2022 was my first job that paid me over $40,000 a year. Up until then, at 2020, I had a job that paid me $30,000 a year. Before that, I was living and surviving off of $25,000 to $29,000 a year. The job that I currently have has been the highest paying job that I have ever had. And it is because my boss knows me and she respects my knowledge and my capabilities. And I'm still just squeaking over $40,000 a year. So I'm an anomaly in being able to still be breathing in that kind of income. And when I was little, $40,000 a year was the goal. The goal. And here I am as an adult, and I'm not poor. I have a roof. I have meds. I have dogs. I have a lot of luxuries that a lot of people don't have. And I'm still struggling. So I can only imagine someone who doesn't have all that I have. And that's why I try to continue to do good in the world. When I am able, I do. And I'm very open about it. I will talk to people about my stuff, whether they like it or not, but and I'm not in ridiculous amounts of debt. I have student loans that I'm trying to get my public service forgiveness, but it's damn near impossible. Like in May, I will hit my 10 years of public service, and I'm hoping that in May they will be forgiven. But we're waiting on that. Mhm. I don't want to go to work today. And a lot of the donations I do, so people also need to realize that donations aren't always monetary. A lot of the donations I give are sometimes things that I thought I wanted but did not need, so I donate them. Most of my donations are time. Um, is I give my most precious commodity, everyone's most precious commodity. uh, uh, give the little to your hubby and go. I'm gonna go, and just don't tell him where, and take a car and go, and then leave your phone, or put it on silent or something like that. Put it on airplane mode. Oh, I haven't even started adulting yet, and unfortunately, well, as soon as I'm done stream, I'm tossing the dogs outside. I'm opening the stove to get the coals burning real hot. Changing into my work clothes, starting my car, and then letting that warm up, and then going to work. So yeah, I have I have a stupid long day, and I'm not looking forward to it. But again, this I can't say that I'm being compensated for this, but I still donated my time because I could have said no. But I agreed before husband creature was hired. So I was thinking in the assets of paying the bills. I get to, well, no, I still have to adult tomorrow. Eh, guys, just But January is a 3 paycheck month, so I uh I get to knock some debt down this month. And then I get to knock more down because I get to do my taxes. And I'm an adult, and I don't spend all my money on nothing when taxes are done. Like when when taxes come around, and when if I get a refund, a good portion of it goes to the firewood fund. Is that's what's gonna heat my house for the next winter. But I always take like $150, $200 to have fun with, just to have fun with, just me, and presents. But my brain wandered off. I think that no, I just was so. mm, 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 mm. There we go. Just trying to figure out. I filled in improperly going down in this column. That's why this little abutment is out there, is because I saw that. I was like, oh, oops. Um, so I'm trying to fix it best I can. Because there was a big counting area in counting error in this area. Um, so yeah, I'm trying to fix it. It's all contained on this page, and this is all, like, all of these little dots are all 820 for the color. So it's one missing or one being in a weird spot isn't gonna make or break the design. I just try to like to have it relatively matching the pattern. I'm so excited. Color in. But I already know 823 is in fact going to be the first color that I work on page 2. Because it's the entire ear of the wolf, and I want that to be the first thing that's seen. It is the base. It is the main color of the start of the wolf, and I'm excited for him to start appearing. Oops. My needle fell off. Oh, you can see the differentiation of colors when you're not up its butt. Luckily I was on a down pole, so it didn't fall or anything like that. Just the string fell out. Oh, okay. Nope, 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 nope. Okay. As much as I like to complain about, like, the three biggest colors in this, I am completely enamored with this pattern. It is just gorgeous, and I can't wait to I can't wait until I have more color variety. But I love this pattern. And Thursday and Friday will be Thursday is 9 to noon, my long stream, and Friday is 10 to noon, because I do have to work, so no dual stream. But both of those days will be Captain Penis. I'm hoping to get a page finish on his too. And all the pages, funny enough, all the pages are the same size. Like all All of the Heaven and Earth design pages, they're all the same size. It's just how many of them are there. Now I actually have to flip it. Yeah, so I tied the needle on just to finish the row. So now I'm trying to take it back off, but the knot is still too tight. The life of a crafter. Oh yes, I've also determined that if I do any more crochet streams, I'm going to do it from the comfort of my chair. I have the totes that I can hook the cameras to, and I can move the microphone. So yeah, I can totally crochet from a chair, a comfy chair. And I can just make the screens big enough. The TV is big enough that I can see them from where I sit. Or I can put not talking, just crocheting. Instead of just stitch and chat and I will interact. I can change my words. Okay, let's see. Okay, and skip one. And I've kind of been like incorporating this tail end, because it's not an entire block of 10. So I'm just filling it in. I get it. I totally understand. I'm super duper hoping to get 823 done. I have high hopes that I will get this color done on this page today. And as I'm closing in, it becomes more and more of a reality. I'm super pumped about it. I'm also super pumped that I've managed to get, like, there's a couple more things that I want to do. Like I have if my brain would work, I have a bookcase that I want to swap out with a wire shelf instead of the particle board that I currently have. And I also want to invest in a short wire shelf so I can put all the stuff that I once had. What, Pixie? You have been waking people up all day today and lying and getting me to wake people up. Okay, go. So that I can have a little bit more shelving in the area that I'm working in. But I want it to be wire so that I can see through it and that it's sturdy. I want the heavy duty stuff. No, I don't think, is he here? That's not what I wanted. No, no, not at all what I wanted. No. No, Spoopy's here. No, it was Pixie who was pestering me. It was Karen. Husband creature is currently getting oriented at work. He's getting his yes. So so yesterday, what I my boss was messaging me and getting me to get him into an interview and get all the official stuff day. Oh. um so yesterday was just like an interview and hey, this is a tour kind of thing. But he's currently filling out gobs of paperwork. Mm-hmm. I was when you said good morning to him, like, is he being a Trixie Hobbitses and hopping in on his phone? Mm-hmm. Okay. Mhm. I love how much it's closed in since I started today. It's I'm gonna be taking work in progress Wednesday pictures today so that I can have them uploaded at a reasonable time. I always forget. I always forget to take the pictures. And then it's like I'm at work and I'm like, oh fuck. So like I generally have the pictures, but I try to get them in the format that I post them in because every like Facebook page is like, make sure you have the name and the name of the artist and the chart creator, and I like to tell people the progress point that I'm on, like the right now the 2.43% on Divine Instinct or the 1.1% on Call Dance. I like to have that information out there. And so I put it on a my collage template, and that's how we get it done. And my retail stuff, like what I sell at craft fairs and whatnot, I don't put in Work in Progress Wednesday. I'll occasionally show them off in the Discord channel. Hey, what I'm working on, you know. Most of that stuff, if it's not one of the, if I don't specify it's for someone, it's retail, and if you're interested, always ask. Because people are, the amount of scammers I get through Facebook, it's not even funny. Like I made a custom black and orange dragon because the Brunswick Dragons here in the state. They're a high school team. They're black and orange are their colors, and they have a dragon for a mascot. So I made a baby dragon that looked like their mascot. People send me that picture, go, hey, is this still available? My general response is I send them the link to the baby dragons. I've yet to for anyone to actually make a purchase because from me doing that, but it still makes me feel better. Mm-hmm. But that's what I do. If a scammer drops me a message going, "Hey, is this still available?" and it's a product that I make, I send them to the page where they can buy it. And if they buy it, awesome, not a scammer. But if they don't, nope. Mm. Mm-hmm. Closing in on a finish of the color. So delicious. I am. And because of where this color starts on the next page, I'll probably go out a couple of stitches so that I know where to start, because it doesn't start up here where I generally start colors. It comes out and goes up. And I've learned I've learned that counting out gets me trouble. So I'm going to probably go out onto the next page with a couple of the stitches so I have a good starting point. But I'm looking at the time, and I'm looking at what I have left. I probably will not finish this on air today. Might not even be today, because I'm squeaking a time. I'm squeaking my anxiety timeline. I do have to leave at 11 in order to get to work, get everything I need to get done, and get to work on time. So. And yes, and most of it is in fact in my brain. But I keeping my brain relatively happy is the secret to my success. It doesn't always work, but I try to make it work where I can. No, that's not what I wanted. Mm-hmm. Skip two and two. Mm-hmm. And I think, yep. And this row goes out, so I can. So this will be my marking row. Skip 1, 2. Skip 1 and 3. That and then out 2, 1, 2. So we have wandered out into the second page. Woo woo. I'm gonna get my little spot marker. So though 823 is one of the last, well, I mean, there's only really 3 big colors on these pages, but 823 will be our starting color for the next page. I've placed the marker. Mm-hmm. I realized I marked off a line that I have not completed the X's on, so I gotta close that up. But then I'm gonna give some stats and say my goodbyes and get my butt in gear to be a fully functioning societal adult today. Instead of a house gremlin. I would really much rather be a house gremlin, but what we got. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. So, we went from, let's see, where we start out, because I had to move, I had to move feature around, so I gotta. We started out at 2.39%. We are at 2.47%. So next week we'll probably hit 2.5%. We got 318 stitches done today. Woo woo, broke 300. I thank you all for the gift of your time. I love seeing everybody. Even if you weren't chatty, I love and appreciate that you came to hang out. I will be back on Thursday, 9 to noon, with Captain Penis. Drink your water, take your meds, be kind to others without harming yourself, and be kind to yourself without harming others. And if you feel up to it, do some reckless good. Those are my thoughts for the day. Is when you can, if you're motivated, do good recklessly. Bringing a smile to someone's face sometimes is one of the best rewards you can get. I will see you all Thursday. Have a fantastic day. And just remember, I don't want to go adult either.